I saw this singer in a bar. It was crowded, it was hot. She was close, she was far. She wasn't sure what she was not. But through the smoke and sweat, she brought it all out anyway and hung her life outside, still wet like laundry on a hot day. On the line, on the line, on the line. It wasn't that she played so long, it wasn't that she played so hard, but she was careful with each song, and the laundry filled the yard. Once she looked a little puzzled there, seeing all of us across the fence, looking at her underwear, and wondering what she'd put out next. On the line, on the line, on the line. And the line becomes a curve, and seeing it there with her own eyes, she wonders where she got the nerve. Then there's just the briefest pause, but we know that it's not over yet in the thunderstorm of our applause. Everything gets wet on the line, on the line, on the line. All alone on the high wire. Look, he's working without a net this time. He's a real deadly fire. I'm the kid who always looked out the windows, failing tests in geography. But I've seen things far beyond just the schoolyard, distant shores of exotic lands. There's the spires of the Turkish Empire. It's 6 months since we made landfall, riding low with the spice of India, through Gibraltar to where rich men all. Thought we'd someday be lovers, always held out that time would tell. Time was talking, I guess I just wasn't listening. No surprise if you know me well. As we're walking toward the train station, there's a whispering rainfall. Across the boulevard, you slip your hand in mine. In the distance, the train calls. I'm the kid who has this habit of dreaming. Sometimes gets me in trouble too. But the truth is, I could no more stop dreaming than I could make them all come true. It's a big moon, but it's not quite full, and I'm pacing the back porch thinking about you. It's a little bit cold, but just a little bit. It's a little late, but I just can't sit. How did I get here? What's going on? It's a little clear. It's been so long. There's a barking dog who just can't quit. He's gotta try all night to get rid of it. There's a shadow jerking on the midnight gloom, but it can't get loose 'cause it's caught on the moon. How did I get here? What's going on? It's a little unclear. It's been so long. How did you get under my skin? This tree keeps staring at the sky so hard, like it's trying to climb up out of the yard. The night's already ragged and it's just no use, but something's holding it down by the roots. How did I get here? What's going on? It's a little unclear. It's been so long. There's a bottle broken on the alley bricks, and it's making the street light do jagged tricks. Electricity dancing on the razor edge. Am I up on the porch or up on the ledge? How did I get here? What's going on? It's a little unclear. It's been so long. How did you get under my skin? It's a big moon, but it's not quite full, and I think I've had quite enough of this deal. The house keeps calling me back inside, but I can't get in 'cause the damn door light. How did I get here? What's going on? It's a little unclear. It's been so long. How did you get under my skin? How did you get under my skin? Get under my skin. How did you get under my skin? I got a skeleton in my closet. I lock him up with a skeleton key. Something go bump, well I know what caused it. It's that bony apparition who lives there secretly. But sometimes I let him out in the middle of the day. He rattles about, but he don't get in the way. Well, he's a rhythm section when he walks. Sounds like Morse code when he talks. Writes on blackboards without chalk. He's a calcified anomaly. I let him get the dog on the night one Halloween. He has some little monsters in. You should have heard him scream. He's a hollow-headed Holy Ghost. Lives on pumpkin pie and toast. His bony-breasted boy's the most fun, and his skeleton could be. Though it's usually pretty stable, he's a modular man. And no one can fall to pieces like a skeleton can. Well, he's a vertebrated old galoot, got metatarsals in his boots. Plays a shinbone like a flute, he's more entertaining than TV. I got a skeleton in my closet. I lock him up with a skeleton. Something go bump, well I know what caused it. It's that bony apparition in 81 condition. It's that bony apparition who lives there secretly. I sit here reminiscing with the lyrics I have written, words that I have bitten off, sometimes more than I could chew. And as I look them over, it occurs to me I've written all of the best ones for you. And sometimes you come in my head, and the lyrics are led by inspiration. And each line is well said and open to your interpretation. And each time I remember all the words that I have said here, it's nothing new that's led me here. Sometimes you come in my head, and the lyrics are led by inspiration. And each line is well said and open to your interpretation. And each time I remember all the words that I have said here, times that I've been led here, though the times have been too few. I get to reminiscing with the lyrics I have written, all of the best ones for you, all of the best ones for you. I heard Gabriel copping out, blowing disco on his horn, but he couldn't keep it up as they came dancing anymore. And I was thinking there's nothing wrong with an angel being sad, but a proper angel weeps for us, not for what he had. Hey Gabriel, we gotta get your smile back. Ain't you noticed you got something that we lack? Hey Gabriel, have you never used those wings at all? Did you think you'd have them if nobody thought you'd ever fall? There's the silhouette of a building moving on the quickening sky. As this train rushes me uptown, the night rushes toward the light. And I was sitting there next to Gabriel, in his lap his golden horn, just thinking something's dying even as tomorrow's being born. Hey Gabriel, we gotta get your smile back. Ain't you noticed you got something that we lack? Hey Gabriel, have you never used those wings at all? Did you think you'd have them if nobody thought you'd ever fall? The tears on the sun is in your eyes. You're already blinking and you still don't realize. Even in the night, it was never really dark. We were all illuminated by a brilliant spark. And the hour carried Gabriel away. I could see that he was dreaming, and in his dream he played. I thought I heard his golden horn fly from that wondrous place. And then the shadow of a smile was crossing Gabriel's face. Hey Gabriel, you're gonna get your smile back. You'll soon notice you got something that we lack. Hey Gabriel, have you never used those wings at all? Did you think you'd have them if nobody thought you'd ever fall? You're gonna get your smile back. You'll soon notice you got something that we lack. Hey Gabriel, you've gotta spread your wings and try. Did you think you'd have them if nobody thought you'd ever fly? just the same, just the same. Power is duty, and I do what I can. I wash my hands clean of the fate of this man. Why can't these peasants learn? Pain is a tool we use for their good to break this fool, break this fool. Power is duty, and I do what I can. I wash my hands clean of the fate of this man. Some must do as they're told, some men must rule. It's necessary that we break this fool, break this fool, break this fool, break this fool. Damn those answering machines, 'cause that's how I found out that my antenna finally did what we'd all talked about. When I heard the message, I guess it was no great surprise, but where one heart attack will do most people for renegade to fight. She would kick up her heels on Michigan Avenue. She would dance all night. And when any of us were doubting ourselves, she told us we were alright. Anna was my grandma's sister, which made her a great aunt to me. Now I guess you usually only get two grandmothers, but it felt like I had three. She could tell your horoscope. She once read my palm. Something's coming up in September. She was hardly ever wrong. She would kick up her heels on Michigan Avenue. She would dance all night. And when any of us were doubting ourselves, she told us we were alright. She worked at the World's Fair in Chicago and the Merchandise Mart too. Lots of men asked Anna out, and she even married too. Now the first was a little too fond of his mother, so that just didn't work out. The second one was an entrepreneur, and that one knew what love was about. They would kick up their heels on Michigan Avenue. They would dance all night. And whenever he was doubting himself, she told him he was alright. She had lots of stories, 'cause she had been around. And I knew life was way too wonderful to live it sitting down. You must take some chances, she said, that's what I would tell you. 'cause if you're too afraid of sorrow, then you'll miss the happiness too. And she would kick up her heels on Michigan Avenue, and she would dance all night. And when any of us were doubting ourselves, she told us we were alright. And she would kick up her heels on Michigan Avenue, and she would dance all night. And when any of us were doubting ourselves, she told us we were alright. I'm sure we're gonna miss her now that she's taken this ride. But I guess I'll also be carrying my Hannah here inside. I guess I'll also be carrying my Hannah here inside. It was a love so big that it filled his heart, till it swelled and finally burst apart. Where the love spilled out, they called it art, but he never really had no choice. Whoa, he had no choice. No, he never had no choice. When he gave his river a voice, he never really had no choice. And he was thinking that the pain came much too soon when he locked himself up inside his room. Oh, it hurt real bad to write that tune, but he never really had no choice. And there was some I could not understand when he built those castles with his hands. And he knew damn well they were only sand, but he never really had no choice. Whoa, he had no choice. No, he never had no choice. When he gave his river a voice, he never really had no choice. Sometimes a man, sometimes a boy, he made some music and he made some noise, but he felt his pain and he felt his joy. He never really had no choice. There was a beautiful fire inside of him as he balanced way out on that limb. Could have burned right through that branch so thin, but he never really had no choice. Whoa, he had no choice. No, he never had no choice. When he gave his river a voice, he never really had no choice. And they all talked about him when he died. They studied and they theorized, but when he was through they laughed and cried, and he never really had no choice. It was a love so big that it filled his heart, till it swelled and finally burst apart. Where the love spilled out they called it art, but he never really had no choice. Whoa, he had no choice. No, he never had no choice. When he gave his river a voice, he never really had no choice. Whoa, he had no choice. No, he never had no choice. When he gave his river a voice, he never really had no choice. Never really had no choice. Ambition, but the money's fine. When I I mean by that is I can use most every time, even though this job is only part-time. I got a girl, she's only part-time. It ain't no red-hot romance, but I like her fine. We fell into this thing, I didn't feed her any line, but even so, this girl is only part-time. See people walking when they once had wings. Their hearts are all talking, where's the heart that got this dream, I dream it sometimes. Run to where I'm going just to stand in line. And all the other people there got faces just like mine, and they're all in this dream that I dream sometimes. I guess the roof is fine. I got a fair assortment of the things that I call mine, but just the same, this life is only part-time. See people walking when they once had wings. Their hearts are all talking, where's the heart that sings? Life's ambition, but the money's fine. What I mean by that is I can use most every time, even though this job is only part-time. Thought just kinda struck me as I'm lying here awake. There's no accounting for the path a sleepless mind will take. But since I came upon it now, I thought I'd set it down. So maybe I could let you know the next time you're around. Mind just sorta dances in the time before you sleep. You think you grasp a lot of things, but very few you keep. So as these thoughts were passing through, I let most of them go. But I held this one for you because I thought you'd like to know that I could love you. I could love you. When that just occurred to me, I couldn't help but smile. It's funny, you can puzzle over things for quite a while and never seem to know for sure which way you're gonna go. I guess I just suspected it, but just like that I know that I could love you. sort of dances in the time before you sleep. You think you grasp a lot of things, but very few you keep. So as these thoughts were passing through, I let most of them go, but I held this one for you because I thought you'd like to know that I could love you. I could love you. On the last day of summer, I aimed myself home, headed west from New England, and a month on the road. And that day one tree in hundreds on the Allegheny Range was burning with a fire of change. I smelled smoke on my jacket and started to smile, and I think that grin lasted for quite a few miles. As the sun kissed the highway and made the concrete blush, I saw you in the burning brush. Standing there on a hillside, burning a fire from inside. One tree surrounded on all sides by 100 still green. Well, I pulled off on the shoulder and thought for a while, and I saw that one tree had exactly your style. In a forest of peers who were wearing their packs, I saw you, and you were changing so fast. Standing there on a hillside, burning a fire from inside. One tree surrounded on all sides by 100 still green. And in that moment I saw from the heat of that flame, in time that whole hill might be burning the same. But that day just one in hundreds on the Allegheny Range was burning with a fire of change, with a fire of change, with a fire of change. I saw you just the other day. I watched you walk a little way. You vanished round the corner. When I got there, you were gone. You might have heard me if I'd called. You could have spoken, but I stalled. I let the moment slip, and in a moment it was gone. I saw, I see, but you did not see me. You were going somewhere. Saw you driving down the road, I waved at you, you never slowed. I watched you as the distance made you smaller than you were gone. A haze of dust rose on the air, suspended for a moment there. It settled to the road again, it didn't last too long. I saw, I see, but you did not see me. You were going somewhere. Time was all I had, but the timing was bad. When I looked your way, you neglected to stay. You were going somewhere. My timing's bad, time's been sold. You're looking young, you're feeling old. You're looking straight ahead, I'm standing on the side. Your silver spoon is tarnished old, but still you turn it in.